Then we come to Matt Riddle and Cameron Grimes. You give me your thoughts on this.
Yeah,
there we go.
The first thing is, I hate to say it, because of you, I had to focus on Matt Riddle's outfit. I'm like, oh, well, what's Jim going to say? Is he going to approve of the Laker colors or whatever? I've kind of really wanted to see Cameron Grimes based on the way they had built him up the last few weeks.
Yeah.
It was an all right match.
Yeah.
That's really all I have to say.
Well, I'll take over. What the fuck? I don't know what they were trying to do here, because unless the guys just went out and just lost themselves. Matt Riddle, he looks goofy, but he's likable. I understand that. He did the fist bump and the funny way of walking and the weird clothing or whatever, but he's a gimmick babyface. So I'm okay.
And he's a legit badass, so he kind of makes that.
Yeah, and he's legit, so but it's somewhat distracting a little bit, but maybe it's for the young folks. Cameron Grimes, I love the way he looks because he doesn't have a jacked up body and he doesn't have a tan, but he's got body hair, so he looks like a goddamn grown adult. He kind of reminds me of that crazy look of Outlaw Billy Black. And we've seen not only can he fucking go, he can work, but also that double foot stomp. He's won twice in a row in like 6 seconds with that thing. It looks fucking great. And both these guys started off, they were different than anybody else on the show. And they were approaching it like a contest. They did a little good wrestling. But then I realized, what the fuck? I've seen enough of Matt Riddle's kicks, especially his chest kicks. He started doing the same shit over and over. He did a great jackhammer, and people start chanting, Riddle, Riddle. The jackhammer was better than Goldberg's. Of course, he's also 100 pounds lighter than Goldberg. But Matt Riddle, the babyface, Riddle beat Cameron Grimes up for so long that in my mind, he was turning heel because he's just beating this guy up. And then that Cameron Grimes does that backflip escape into a German suplex. And I'm like, okay, let's see some fucking heat. And they go to the break right out of that hot move. Then when they come back, the first thing you see on the screen is fucking Riddle kicking the shit out of fucking Cameron Grimes again. And by now, to me, Cameron Grimes is and he's trying to just struggle and try to get away. He's the baby face and Matt Riddle's the heel. And Riddle's still kicking the shit out of the guy and doing the same shit over and over. And I wrote, what the fuck? And then Cameron Grimes out of nowhere hits his fucking finish that's beat these other people in 6 seconds and gets a 2 count. And then Matt Riddle hits a superplex after he's already absorbed Cameron Grimes' big double stomp finish and gets a 2 count. And then Riddle does a flipping dive off the top rope onto Cameron Grimes' knees, but seconds later, they're both reversing shit and trading kicks and knees, and then even hit a flippy crossbody Spanish fly thing. And then Matt Riddle did a bunch of shit and beat Cameron Grimes. And then Cameron Grimes rolls out on the floor, and after Matt Riddle takes his victory lap, Tyler Bate in the front row, Cameron Grimes shoves him, and fucking Tyler Bate knocks him out with one punch. That used to be how you would use a guy his last night in the fucking territory.
You know what? So, we talked about Mick Foley earlier. Remember Mick Foley after he lost to Mil Mascaras and then he went and got beat up by the lead guitar player of the band?
Yeah, maybe. Well, and that was my deal, and maybe they're trying to do the same thing here because, but that was only because we knew that Mascaras wouldn't do any business any other way, and I wanted to get some attention back on Cactus. But if everybody cooperating in a perfect world, no, I don't know why the fuck that Matt Riddle beat the fuck out of Cameron Grimes through this whole match and then beat him, and then they knocked him out with one punch. And plus, they just, it wasn't a good match, and they did too much shit at the end back and forth after wasting each other's big fucking finishes. It didn't work. And I hate that because I want to like Cameron Grimes. Matt Riddle,
it's kind of like Jeff Spicoli from Fast Times. Like, think of that.
Well, but I got a soft spot for Cameron Grimes because he looks like an actual fucking wrestler from the territories. Anyway,